welcome to another episode of the Dropkick Basement, one of your favorite pro wrestling history podcasts, hopefully your favorite pro wrestling history podcast. This is Mike Madden. I am your host with my co-host, Mr. Tom Schultz. Tom, how are you on this evening in October?
I'm slightly scared, Mike. I've been checking under my bed for the boogeyman.
Oh, the boogeyman is coming to get you.
Been looking in the closet for the Yeti, and luckily,
okay. Maybe the WCW Phantom will come by also and reveal himself to be Rick Rude in your room.
In my dreams, I hear the voice of the Black Scorpion haunting my dreams.
Tom, I'm coming, Tom. Remember me from San Antonio, 87. I really, instead of doing the episode that we're going to do, we should have just said, screw it, we're doing the Black Scorpion angle. Just like our last episode, it's just going to be 6 months of NWA again. So.
6 months of Ole Anderson's voice.
Sting, fear me. But the Black Scorpion should have just turned out to be the Shockmaster. Same voice.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Sid, I'm coming. I'm jumping through this wall. Anyway, since it is the spooky season, as they call it, we here at Dropkick Basement have decided to pay homage to one of WCW's tried and true pay-per-view tent poles. Really a tent pole from 89 all the way to the end. It was one of the ones that they did every year, other than Great American Bash, Starrcade, maybe one or two others. You know, they threw War Games in, but they skipped a couple years. But regardless, Halloween Havoc was a staple on their pay-per-view schedule. It always had fun stipulation matches. It had, in 1997, had arguably one of the greatest matches in the Nitro era of WCW, I will say, with that Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio masterclass. But they certainly had memorable cards, memorable feature matches that went on there through the history. So what we had decided at the Dropkick Basement, well, let's randomly select our own. We did create a wheel for this, so don't think that we were just like, oh, I'll take this year, oh, I'll take that year, and we randomly selected them that way.
Trust me.
We did. We
didn't do that.
We arbitrarily spun a wheel, and were assigned cards to rebook and to think of in our own fashion. Tom, you got, which one did you end up with?
Halloween Havoc. With, I'm going to say a big fuck you to the wheel, because I wound up with Halloween Havoc 1998.
A joy, I'm sure a joy to watch over and read about in hindsight. I ended up with the slightly less terrible, but kind of also still terrible, Halloween Havoc 1994.
So in retrospect, when going over Halloween Havocs, I've heard from Eric Bischoff that when he took over WCW, he looked at Halloween Havoc as their WrestleMania, not Starrcade.
One of the stupidest things ever.
You wouldn't have ever guessed that by actually watching any of these fucking shows, dude.
Well,
I loved Halloween as a kid. I loved Halloween Havoc because it had the gimmick to it. It's, it always had the cool entrance.
They certainly did.
They would do like cool vignettes and stuff like that. But when you go back and watch these shows, they do not fucking hold up.
This is where I'm.
There's a few.
There was a list that I saw.
Maybe 2 or 3.
There was a list that I saw the other day that was like the top 10. Like, if you go back there, the must-see matches of the WCW Halloween Havoc. And remember, like and I think maybe this is where Bischoff is coming from, is that you could do more. You could do planning for a Halloween Havoc, like unlike any other part, because you could say, if I really want to have a stipulation match to blow up a feud, I can have it at Halloween Havoc because it should be a no holds barred situation.
Yeah.
So that's like for a couple of years, especially when Bischoff first took over as a creative, they had spin the wheel, make the deal. And that was first, it was, who was it? Cactus Jack and.
That's the first one under his regime. Yes.
Right. So that was Cactus Jack and Vader.
That's legitimately my favorite wrestling match of all time.
And then they had I think the next year was that Jake Roberts and Sting, or
no, that was
that
the year before.
Okay, so that was the first spin the wheel, make the deal.
That was under Watts.
That was Bill Watts. Okay.
But that was a coal miner's glove match, and I went back and I watched that the other day. Yeah. Horrific.
Right, Jake was out of shape and his snake bit him in the face.
You do like all the matches on the wheel are like cage match, barbed wire match, no disqualification, and you wind up with coal miner's glove. And no one knows. First of all, no one knows what the fuck that is. Second of all,
I hate to say it.
Well, no, I'm saying like the people in the building.
Yeah, it was a match they hadn't seen before.
Silence.
Yeah, it was a stupid stipulation. Yeah,
and then Jesse Ventura is trying to explain it, and no one is buying that shit.
No, because you still have to pin the guy. It's not like you get the coal miner's glove and it's like, all right, one punch wins it. Like, dumb. It's a bad stipulation, regardless of who knows anything about it and the history of it. But the history of it was basically it was a blow off.
I understand
from the old Watts territory, and Texas had them. So regardless, I think that's the thing that people lose sight of on Halloween Havoc is that maybe that's what Bischoff means, is that like you could really make the
spectacle.
You could spectacle it up, and you could really like set a tempo. The problem is, like, if he's saying that and he looks back at his tenure, he probably, out of that segment, he probably had 6 out of the 10 best matches. But when they're not all on one card,
undercard matches.
Yeah, when they're all not on one card, it's like, well, how are you proving that this was your supposed to be your tent pole, your main show? But
how do you contend that the Yeti fucked Hulk Hogan in the main event of Halloween Havoc and be like, that's like WrestleMania, isn't it?
Listen, those cars also fell off that building. Anyway, so I'm going to let you dive right into Halloween Havoc 98 before I tackle my Halloween Havoc card for 94.
Okay. This was a fucking pain. This was truly a pain to go back and watch. And if I'm going to be honest, it's one of the worst pay-per-views I've ever watched. From start to finish.
Okay. All right.
And it's not so much... A lot of it's in the ring, but the majority of it is... This just feels like a Nitro. So I'm going to go...
Interesting.
I'm going to go through this, and I'm not only going to list... There's 12 matches on this card.
Too long.
That's too many matches.
Too many matches,
And when I get to the end, we're going to go into something that probably has a lot to do with it. But not only are there 12 matches on the card, there's between every match, there's almost a segment between every match.
Oh, so they have promos and...
okay, so the show opens with the normal video package. You get the 3 announcers. You get Tony, Bobby,
Big Dust.
And Dusty.
Tenay. Probably Tenay.
I think Tenay may have opened. Yeah, I think Tenay was on the call for this one. And then it goes to Gene Okerlund standing at the entranceway, and Rick Steiner comes out.
Oh.
So Rick Steiner for this show is scheduled to wrestle. Exactly. So originally on what they say, Rick Steiner is scheduled to wrestle Scott Steiner in a one-on-one match. As the interview, which is not very good, goes on, Buff Bagwell comes out because him and Scott had a falling out.
They did,
and so Buff says, "Rick, I'm in your corner tonight," and that's the segment.
Oh, great! Yep. Again, you're right.
Open the show.
Yeah. That's
the first thing that happens on the show.
They had 6 hours of television to do this, like the week of.
Yeah. And then I also, in rewatching this, I strategically wrote down the times for each of the matches because this has a very important part once we get to the end of the show.
Okay. All right.
So that's how we open the show. First match is a television title match. Chris Jericho versus Raven. Chris Jericho wins in 7 minutes and 50 seconds. It was
for an opening match. I guess it's okay, but
it's nothing bad.
Yeah,
it's not a bad match by any means, but there's no story to it. There's no reason for it. It's just here's two guys wrestling.
All right, yeah.
Then
and wasn't this one like Jericho at first? Was he heel?
He was kind of a tweener right now.
Okay, all right. Interesting.
Actually, he might
because he had turned heel in late '97, right?
Yeah, but the thing is that Raven's a heel.
Raven's always a heel.
Jericho kind of comes off as the babyface, even if he's supposed to be the heel.
All right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's just a piece of shit who's fucking with Raven.
So
okay.
for this match, it's just like there's no rhyme or reason for any of it. It's just Raven's wrestling Chris Jericho.
Okay. All right. Cool. Nice.
That match happens, then Hulk Hogan comes out.
Terry Jean. Okay.
With Eric Bischoff. Hogan talks about his match coming up with the Warrior later on in the match, which we will get into that. We will get into that.
I can't wait.
So there's a Hogan promo. I don't know the time frame on that, but it's too long. Match number
30
2.
seconds would be too long for Terry Jean, but yes.
Match number 2. You ready for this one? We have Wrath. Brian Clark taking on Meng.
Oh, yeah.
This match goes...
This is a Nitro match.
Both of those first matches are... This is essentially how a Nitro would go. Like, you would say... You would have Rick Steiner come out. He'd be like, later in the show, I'm wrestling my brother. Then you have a television title match. Then Hulk Hogan comes out. In the main event, I'm going to wrestle the Warrior. And then we have a absolutely under 5 minute, no build, no nothing match. Wrath versus Meng. Two guys, let's get them on TV. And Wrath wins this match for whatever reason.
Wrath was Adam Bomb, Brian Clark, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Correct. Okay, so after we have that, which, again, no build, here we go into this. So the next match is a number 1 contender match for the Cruiserweight title, who will face the Cruiserweight champion later in the show.
So stupid. So stupid. I hate this already. I think you're right. You should be given a dispensation for having to watch this stupid show. Go on.
The two participants, Juventud Guerrero.
Okay.
Juventud Guerrera, sorry.
No mask.
Maskless.
Yes.
Already lost the mask.
Right.
Versus the Disco Inferno.
Gross.
This match goes almost 10 minutes.
Longer than Jericho and Raven for a television belt.
And Disco Inferno wins.
Okay. And again, he still has to... So you have to endure 2 Disco Inferno matches on this card?
That both go 10 plus minutes.
No.
That's 20 minutes of Disco Inferno.
When do I get my refund on this pay-per-view?
We'll get into that later.
Okay, all right.
So after the Disco Inferno match, we have a Nitro Girls dance in the ring.
They're the Nitro Girls. They're not the Halloween Havoc Girls.
This is what I'm fucking saying.
No.
So we have the Nitro Girls dance in the ring, and then Scott Steiner comes out to cut a promo with Gene Okerlund.
Are the girls still in the ring? Get away from him.
No, they dance.
Okay, separate.
And then Gene is at the entranceway.
Oh, okay.
With the big blow up. The big blow up.
It probably looks good. But this the second,
course.
Steiner.
I want one. First of all, side note, I want one of those blow up pumpkins for my front yard.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure out a way to do that. I'm sure you've already looked on eBay.
I have looked on eBay. They're a few $100. A little out of my price range
All
at
right.
the moment.
All right.
So Scott
makes
Steiner
sense.
comes out, and he starts motherfucking Buff Bagwell for choosing to be in the corner of Rick Steiner.
Oh, right.
So what he says is, the NWO does what they want. So instead of it being Rick versus Scott, it's going to be Rick and Buff versus Scott and the Giant for the WCW Tag Team Championship. Mind you, going into the show, the WCW Tag Team Champions are Scott Hall and the Giant.
And the Giant, yeah.
But he says the NWO does what they want, and we're now the champions.
So stupid. I hate this.
And-
I hate 1998 WCW so much. I hate it so much.
If they can beat us for the tag team titles, I will give my brother 15 minutes, no disqualification match afterwards.
What's these like multi-books? What are they? How long do they think the show fucking is?
Okay. Again, this will play out later in the show.
Okay, all right. Oh, it's so gross.
Okay, so that ends. Next, Alex Wright versus Fit Finley.
For what?
Nothing.
Okay, great.
It goes 5 minutes and 9 seconds.
This is their WrestleMania. Remember that,
Yeah.
folks. Okay, all right. A nothing Alex Wright Fit Finley match. Okay.
No build, nothing.
At least tell me that Alex Wright won.
Alex Wright won.
Yes. All right. Good.
Match number 5. We're not even halfway through this card yet.
It's taking forever.
We have 4 singles matches with no build.
Yeah. Yeah.
Match number 5, Saturn versus Lodi.
Fucking Lodi got a match on this pay-per-view? Fucking Lodi?
And when we get done with the card itself, I'm going to read off the names of the people that were not on this show.
I can't wait. But the guy who was Lodi was the sign guy, right?
The sign guy, yeah.
So,
3 minutes and 50 seconds.
that's
At least it was short, it was sweet, but
3:49 too long.
yes.
That's a Thunder opening match.
That's a WCW Saturday night.
Yeah.
match.
Okay. All right. Let's keep pushing it down. Worldwide
Next.
still on at this time. All right. Go on.
Nitro Girls.
2 times? 2 times with the girls?
Actually,
were they in
I
sexy
forgot to
Halloween
mention this.
costumes?
The Nitro Girls opened the show before the Rick Steiner promo.
So
So this is the third time.
So
we've
you've
seen
seen
the Nitro
now
Girls.
you've seen the Nitro Girls a little bit more than you've seen members of the Steiner family.
How is this not a Nitro?
Were they this is basically like you've paid $50 to see a Nitro. So stupid. Anyway,
Okay.
was the Nitro Girls, were they in costumes? Like, that's my question.
No. It's
They were in their
they're
just
in,
regular
like,
Nitro Girl
they're
outfits?
Nitro Girls costume, like whatever, like a crop top and shorts.
So
and they're just
stupid.
dancing in the ring.
Incredibly stupid.
All right, so next we have the Cruiserweight title match. Your Cruiserweight champion,
yes.
Billy Kidman, is taking on the Disco Inferno, who had
Won the-
Guerrera
yeah.
earlier in the night. Kidman wins in 10 minutes and 49 seconds.
Good, because Disco Inferno's tired from wrestling Hoovy without a mask on for 10 minutes earlier.
Exactly.
Right. Again, could you have had one of these matches like the Thursday before the pay-per-view? You absolutely could have. Did they
On
decide
Thunder,
to do that?
You have Hoovy and Disco because it was not good. So
Yeah.
there was no need for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So in match number 7, I guess
7 out
I
of
think
12.
7 out of 12. So we're just about halfway through here. Is our tag team title match. Rick Steiner and Buff Bagwell versus Scott Steiner and the Giant, who are not actually your tag team champions, but are your tag team champions.
By proxy, it's Scott Steiner as one
And
half
the
of the
Giant.
tag team champions and the Giant.
Correct.
Right.
Yes. So what happens in this match, I do want to say what was pretty sick is the Giant hit a pretty gnarly missile drop kick off the top rope. which is pretty awesome.
He could do that. Yeah, he had hops.
So in the course of this match, Buff Bagwell turns on Rick Steiner.
Naturally,
Shocker.
he has to because the NWA can do whatever they want to do.
However, Rick Steiner wins the match.
So stupid. I hate this.
So Rick Steiner becomes your tag team champions by himself.
And he, correct me if you're not, did you read forward in this?
I did. I did.
His tag team championship.
He gets to that's the next night on Nitro, because Buff turned on him and is part of the NWO, he gets to choose who his tag team championship partner is. His choice, Mike, please take it away.
Is Judy Bagwell.
No.
Buff Bagwell's.
That would have been better.
Oh, this is the time that his tag team partner was Kenny Chaos.
Correct.
Yeah, which made no sense. Later, it was Judy Bagwell.
What was that team?
They were High Voltage.
High Voltage.
Chaos and Rage.
No reason.
No reason. Just
randomly.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing tonight? You want to be tag team champions with me? Wait, you're Rick Steiner. You probably have a lot better people to pick from. Yeah, but it's okay. Just jump aboard. Kenny Chaos is my partner, guys. They're like, who gives a shit? And he probably would. He'd lose it like a week later back to the NWO.
I would imagine that they lost it that night.
Yeah, good riddance. They're not doing anything well with the title, so.
So because
Kenny Chaos.
So I mean, I guess you could consider this part of the last match, so you could really say there's 11 matches. But the way that it's broken down on Wikipedia is your 8th match is Rick Steiner versus Scott Steiner in a no disqualification.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 15 minutes.
It only goes 5.
Why book it for 15? I don't know. Anyway, so stupid. Go.
So there's that, and that happens, and it just winds up being a clusterfuck with Buff. And
yeah.
I think Buff Bagwell, who was in wrestling gear when he was teaming with Rick Steiner, then went to the back and comes out to attack him wearing a 3-piece suit, which I don't know how.
Oh, well, that was his Halloween costume.
I don't know how he got dressed so quickly.
Well, I mean, it's... Listen, Buff Bagwell did once have the gimmick of being a stripper. So maybe he was
a gigolo in real life.
Maybe he has reverse stripper powers and he can also put his clothes back on really fast.
There we go.
Anyway, so dumb.
So we're not even we still got 4 matches left.
4.
And we have not gotten to my rebooking of this show.
I know, yeah.
All right.
This is torture.
So match number 9 is the Battle of the Outsiders.
Oh, okay.
All versus Nash.
We have
this match.
Last call, Scott Hall.
So bad. They're just leaning into him being a booze bag.
Yeah.
An alcoholic. Yeah. The whole match is Kevin Nash taunting him for being an alcoholic. It's kind of, especially in the way that, in recent events with Scott Hall passing away, it doesn't age well.
Yeah.
But
that's for sure.
But so the match ends when Kevin Nash hits him with the jackknife powerbomb, and he goes, "Oh, you need a double shot," and like they mic the ring for this match particularly to where you can hear everything Kevin Nash is saying, and he's just continuously making jokes about Scott Hall's alcoholism.
And didn't he just walk out?
Yeah, so then he hits him with a second jackknife, and then Scott Hall wins by count out. Because this match was 15 minutes. This match was 15 minutes long.
Yeah, this angle was 15 minutes long. Terrible. Yeah, it's
terrible.
And again, you're right. It ages poorly. It was embarrassing at the time that they were making light of it, because he was in bad shape and he had been arrested a couple times and he was going through a divorce.
In and out of rehab.
Yeah, it was really bad, and they exploited it. So, well.
All right. So then match number 10, which this, on paper, you would think this is the match of the night.
Okay.
The United States Heavyweight Championship belt. Bret the Hitman Hart versus Sting.
Oh, yeah. That's the main event, right?
Stunk.
But it's the Scorpion Deathlock versus the Sharpshooter.
Bret Hart is playing. Bret Hart, for some reason, is part of the NWO.
He was
Black
fringe.
and white.
Yeah, he was fringe
So
NWO. Yeah.
he's in the NWO Black and White, and he's going against Sting, who's full tomato face, and
Wolfpack for life.
and has a goatee,
Tomato face.
which
Oh, shit.
oh
Yeah.
man, it looks weird.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah,
looks
yeah.
so weird.
Goatee
Yeah, so
Steve.
it was a weird look. But so
Great.
this match is super like plodding and
Hmm.
slow pace, and then there winds up being a ref bump, and Bret Hart hits Sting with a baseball bat like 5 times,
Oh, right.
and then puts him in a sharpshooter, and the ref comes to, and they ring the bell, and then they do a
Sting is
stretcher
out.
job. Do a stretcher job with Sting.
Oh,
It was underwhelming to say the least.
okay. Yeah.
And it's just again 15 minutes.
And Chris Jericho.
Which if you're
and
having
Raven went
if you're
7.
having a high pace like typical Bret Hart match, that would have been great. But it was not. I feel like I don't remember much of Bret in WCW, but I feel like it was all kind of like this, where they just didn't give him people to work with.
Well, it's not that he did. And again, he's working with Stinger.
He's working with Sting, but they handcuff him by making him a heel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like having him like Bret could work as a heel, but
He needs a story to build to, and like,
Yeah.
and it was not well done. That U.S. title reign had a lot of underwhelming. I remember a lot of underwhelming matches on Nitro, even with good guys. Like I think he defended against Malenko or Benoit a time or two, and it just he never had the right momentum. And when he's not treated as a main event guy,
that was
even
the
if
problem,
he's
is
got
the way they introduced him.
yeah, he's got a semi-main. He's got an upper mid card title, but Bret Hart should be the world heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Consolation prizes, not even a year into your run over there, don't make sense. So
Like a month after the Montreal Screwjob, they had him be a special guest referee.
yeah.
When you're coming off the most talked about thing in professional wrestling, maybe ever at that point in time, and you have him refereeing a match between Eric Bischoff and Ric Flair, I think.
Zabisco.
Zabisco, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like what? That's what we're doing with
The hottest, most talked about. Yeah, dumb. Yeah, WCW
Horrible.
was stupid.
Next.
Still more, huh?
A rematch of the century.
Oh,
They're building it up. These guys have not faced one another in 8 years.
this is the main event, right?
No.
Oh, this was semi. Oh, that's right. Okay, all right. Yes, continue.
Possibly the worst wrestling match I've ever seen.
It's Terry time, isn't it?
It's Terry.
Terry time.
Terry's got to get his win back.
Yeah. Oh, what an asshole.
Hulk
Well, I mean, he's
Hogan-
standing against the ring from. Go on. Don't mean to cut you
Hulk
off.
Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior.
Yes.
Or Warrior.
Warrior for copyright purposes. You could have called.
Copyright purposes.
Why didn't they just call him Ultimate Jim?
But this is the other thing. It was the NWO versus the OWN. The One Warrior Nation.
Yeah. Yeah. So stupid. Another one. Just
The build to this was absolutely fucking ridiculous.
they had mirrors.
This was maybe the only match aside from Hall and Nash that really had like any story to it whatsoever.
There was a lot of smoke. I
And-
remember that.
And it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Hogan throws a fireball in Warrior's face.
Doesn't he?
And
He doesn't really.
so he pulls out, you see him pull out from his tights. They're filming him do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Filming him pull out a Ziploc bag full of flash paper with a lighter that he could barely get lit. And then
Because he had to wear
once-
his Terry gloves too. Like that's
Yeah,
the other
yep.
fucking idiot.
And once he gets it lit, Warrior's too far away, and he just throws it up in the air. So he doesn't. And the finish to this match is, so they show leading up to this match that Hulk Hogan sacrificed his nephew Horace Boulder. He on Thunder, he hit him with a chair, and so Horace comes out, and you think, oh, of course he's gonna have Horace Hogan.
Yeah.
Is the main culprit to make the Ultimate Warrior lose to Hulk Hogan.
FMW legend Horace Boulder to you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Hogan wins?
Hogan wins.
Hogan wins. Okay.
Has to get his win back.
Well, listen.
It took him 8 years, but he had to get his win back.
Fragile Terry needs his ego stroked at the biggest show of WCW's year, Halloween Havoc. Okay. You're really in misery right now.
Your main event for the World Heavyweight title.
My main event.
Bill Goldberg, your World Heavyweight champion, versus the People's Champion, Diamond Dallas Page.
Oh, all right. Okay. Diamond Dallas Page.
I will say, watching this back, hands down, match of the show.
Yeah.
Actually, probably Goldberg's best match ever. DDP did a fucking phenomenal job carrying him in this.
Funny how that happens when you've got a guy that can actually put two and two together.
The interesting part of this match, however, being that we had 3 Nitro Girl segments.
Yes.
3 between match promos and 20 minutes of Disco Inferno. The pay-per-view ran too long.
Got cut off.
And no one got to see the fucking finish.
Yeah. Didn't they have...
The show, because in the old school pay-per-view days, you had a block of time.
It was a block of time, yeah.
Something was coming after it. Usually a replay, sometimes like a movie or something.
Yes.
They went over time, and no one saw the finish. Not no one. I think it was 75% of people that purchased.
Depending on who your carrier
depending
was.
On who your carrier was. 70 people did not see the finish to this match, which resulted in them having to refund all of those people who made the complaints to their cable company.
Yeah.
For the whole pay-per-view.
And then they aired the main event.
They wound up airing
Nitro?
it on Nitro the next night as like the opening segment of Nitro.
As the great Chris Zellner on the beloved Between the Sheets podcast would say, WCW, everybody. Bad.
I didn't even get to the show that I rebooked yet.
Yeah.
Let's.
All right. We've talked enough about this one. Let's get into your. Okay, you have one more point. Okay, all right.
One more point. These are the people that were not on this show.
Oh, good. Yes, you wanted to tell me this. I can't think of a lot.
Disco Inferno, Wrath, Mang, Fit Finley, Alex Wright.
Right.
Lodi, all on this show. You know who wasn't? The Macho Man Randy Savage, Ric Flair, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Chavo Guerrero, Psychosis, La Parka, Dean Malenko, Booker T, Kurt Hennig, Lex Luger, Rowdy Piper.
Wow. Yeah, okay. And probably a lot of those people were on the Nitro before and were on television like right after, even if they were injured, like they were probably still floating around, I'm sure. But
so I think I've made my point in this was honestly one of the most painful shows I've ever watched.
It certainly has its like just a lot of head scratching and a lot of like I said it multiple times.
That's your WrestleMania?
That's some bad time management. It's bad booking, and it's just like it's poor management of your roster.
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay. Fuck this company, but see if you can resurrect it. Let's see what your ideas are.
What we're going to do is we're going to rebook this card. And we're going to open up hot as opposed to what they opened up with.
Now, look, I just want to before you start.
Sure.
Our tried and true when we do rebook specific cards, bad pay-per-views into better pay-per-views. Our rule is to keep 2 or 3 matches from the original card.
Yes.
Have you adhered to that?
I originally, until you reminded me of that yesterday, did not.
Okay. All right.
However, once you did remind me, I went back and I fiddled with it a bit.
You righted the wrongs. Okay.
I righted my wrongs.
Okay. Oh, I hope you kept Alex Wright and Fit Finley. Anyway, go on with your opening match.
Okay. So, like I said, that show opened like a fart in church. But we're going to open hot. What was WCW's formula for opening up pay-per-views from 1996 to 1998?
Hogan promo, NWO. No, it was the Cruiserweights.
Exactly. So what we're going to do, the Cruiserweight title open.
Okay. Oh, open.
This is going to be a gauntlet-style Cruiserweight match.
I like this.
Where we start with 2 opponents in a singles match. Someone gets eliminated. It's like a gauntlet-style match.
Okay. All right.
So the first 2 participants in the Cruiserweight title open, and of course, your Cruiserweight champion, Billy Kidman, is the last entrant. So whoever makes it through the gauntlet gets to wrestle Kidman.
What's our time on did we have a time limit on this? Is it like, hey, it's a 20-minute gauntlet? Or is it until all the guys have gotten through?
There's one. So there's 8 guys. It's an 8-man gauntlet match.
All right, I got it.
It's probably going to go about 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
So we're going to open with Juvi and Chavo.
Okay. All right.
As the openers in the Cruiserweight title open, Juvi is going to get the win over Chavo.
Naturally, yeah.
The next participant in the Cruiserweight title open will be Psychosis.
Okay.
So we got Juvi and Psychosis going. Psychosis gets the win.
Oh,
next
Juvi's out. Okay. All right.
Participant, Juvi's out.
Okay.
The next participant in the match is Rey Mysterio Jr.
Okay.
Rey is going to get the win over Psychosis.
Psychosis is gone. Rey's okay.
The next participant in the match, Blitzkrieg.
Okay. All right.
We never got a Rey Mysterio versus Blitzkrieg match, and I don't know if...
I guess we didn't, but...
Blitzkrieg was like an indie guy now.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s.
But he was a babyface, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably why you never had Ryan Blitzy.
Yeah, so exactly. So this is more of like a open... You're not getting babyface versus heel necessarily in every match.
All right.
Rey gets the win over Blitzkrieg. Your next participant is going to be Kaz Hayashi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So Rey is also going to get the win over Kaz Hayashi.
Okay.
Your next participant coming into the match, your final participant before we get the Cruiserweight champion, is going to be the Ultimo Dragon. Rey is going to get the win over the Ultimo Dragon.
Wow, so Rey
Mysterio
running hard, but probably tired.
Runs a gauntlet, gets down to Billy Kidman. Billy Kidman goes for a shooting star press. Rey moves out of the way, gets up to the top rope, hits him with the Flippy Rana.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Rey Mysterio, your new Cruiserweight champion.
Very good. Very good. And he, for better or worse, like he took out 5 guys to get there.
Builds them strong.
Yeah. Very good. All right. Much better than Nitro Girls dancing and Jericho and promos. But all right. Good. All right. I like this.
Match number 2, because I forgot that we had the book 2 matches from the original show.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I came up with a backstory for it.
Oh, all right. Right.
So this match is going to be Fit Finley versus Alex Wright.
Yes, I'm glad I got saved.
But what happened was, the night before on WCW, Saturday night, Fit Finley was wrestling a job. We'll just say it was a jobber. We'll say it was Lodi.
Okay.
Alex Wright comes from behind and attacks him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is like an unadvertised. You know how WCW would do that a lot? This is an unadvertised match that was, they would just like add matches to the pay-per-view.
Yes.
Like last second. So this is what that's going to be.
By course of this, now we have to, yeah.
So Fit Finley versus Alex Wright. This is going to be the beginnings of the turn of Alex Wright into Berlin.
Oh, wow. Really? Okay.
So Fit Finley versus Alex Wright. Alex Wright comes out. In comes from the crowd the Wall. Fit Finley has the advantage over Alex Wright. The Wall comes in from the crowd, grabs Fit Finley's foot as he's going to go for whatever his finish. I don't even know what his finish was, if I'm going to be honest with you.
I think it did like an Emerald Fusion or anyway.
He's setting him up, grabs the foot. Fit turns around. Alex Wright comes, boom, gets the win. This is the beginning of the turn from the Dick Dancer
to serious.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't really understand what that Berlin character was supposed to be.
Because he was German.
So
and his heater was the Wall. Berlin Wall. Russo ass shit, but still.
So we're going to get the beginning of that turn.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we're going to make that match mean something as opposed to just Fit Finley versus Alex.
Yeah, it's not filler now. It's more of an angle match than anything, but
keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
But put a backstory to it so that we can, justify it being on a fucking pay-per-view.
Now exactly. We have character development to showcase
and then
on TV.
You have Tony Schiavone. Who is this giant guy? Who is this man?
Yeah. Like it. I like it. All right, good.
All right. Next match. So going into the Halloween Havoc 1998 pay-per-view, the Flock, which was, Raven's crew of characters, everyone kind of turned their back on Raven right around that time. And the only person that was still aligned with Raven was the recently turned from Mortis to Canyon.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
So you have Raven, whose only follower at this point is Canyon. So we're going to have a Raven's Rules match where it's Raven and Canyon taking on two former members of the Flock,
Okay.
Saturn and Scotty Riggs.
Oh,
and
all
this
right.
is going to be
Yeah.
like a tornado tag,
Okay.
hardcore
Some
tag
plunder.
team match, like the old school like Nasty Boys Cactus
Okay.
Jack matches
Yeah.
from back in the day. It's just going to be like a fun hardcore match.
You could work with this
that
for sure. Yeah.
You have a story between the guys there, but you also get like some you get some like fun in the show because you always have like you'll have Dusty saying, "Oh, hit him with the kitchen sink, baby."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a good way to keep the crowd alive.
Keep the crowd alive. And it's you're utilizing, and this is also a good way to get I don't think I had at this point chosen who was going to win this match, but you have Raven and Canyon go over, and it kind of elevates the Canyon character.
Yeah, he's now really important.
Coming from Mortis, who was
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it was like that Mortal Kombat. What did they? Blood Runs Cold.
Blood Runs Cold. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Match number 4 is going to be our first title, or our second title match of the night. The television title. It's going to be Chris Jericho versus. Chris Jericho is going to be holding an open challenge.
Oh, okay. All right.
And this will be the WCW debut of Vampiro.
Really? Okay. All right.
And so...
Can he be in a costume? No, he is a costume.
He is going to come out with the Misfits.
Oh, okay. So we're jumping the gun with the Misfits. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We're getting full-fledged... We're making Vampiro an important character.
Okay.
Right off the bat.
Can we not have him... Let's not let the Misfits take any bumps, though.
No. They're just gonna. The Misfits. So the Misfits are going to Chris Jericho. The Misfits walk out
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
Chris Jericho says this is an open challenge, and they just start playing.
Oh, okay. All right. There we go.
Vampiro comes out. Oh my god, who is this? Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
All right. I
And
like
then,
that.
and then you have Mike Tenay. Oh my god, this is Vampiro. He's a Mexican lucha libre legend.
And he had history with Jericho from CMLL.
Similar.
Yes. Okay.
And now this is debuting Vampiro, which is a fitting character for the Halloween Havoc
Halloween, yeah.
motif. And you're going to get him over, and he's going to win the
Television
television
belt
championship
on
in his debut
night. Yeah.
over Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho. Okay. All right.
So we're setting the stage for Vampiro to do big things.
Very good. Very good. Instead of just, he's just another guy in the card, and he eventually got paired with Sting forever. But yeah, no, I like that. That's a very interesting
It's a way to introduce him to the character.
debut.
It's an interesting debut, especially in the Halloween era, and then it has a backstory, and it will also lead to a feud with Chris Jericho for the television title.
Yep.
So
Good.
the next match is going to be playing off the Scott Steiner Rick Steiner feud that they had been doing since I don't know if it was Super Brawl or Slamboree of this year,
Because there was
when
an injury.
when Scott turned on Rick.
Yeah.
In the match, and it was a tag team title match, and he turned on him.
Yeah.
So it's been going since then, and they still haven't had a singles match.
Right.
So, but instead of doing the singles match here, we're gonna keep it building from this to Starrcade,
Good.
and we're going to do a battle of the brothers. Now, not only did we have a set of brothers in Rick and Scott Steiner, who one turned on the other to join the NWO, we also had Harlem Heat, where Stevie joined the NWO and left Booker hanging. So this match is going to be a battle of the brothers, Rick Steiner and Booker T versus Scott Steiner and Stevie Ray.
Why didn't they do? Why didn't they do
And
this?
this will lead to 2 singles matches later on down the road.
Yeah, of course it will. I like that. Yeah.
Scott and Stevie are going to get the win with interference from the NWO.
Of course, yeah.
But Rick and Booker will get the comeuppance after the match is over.
And they keep it. Yeah, they can keep the feuds going. You pair,
Keep it going.
You pair everybody off separately, and when was the Harlem Heat? The Harlem Heat was like that summer that they split, right?
It was early. Yeah, it was earlier.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
I want to say it was like July-ish.
But it wasn't that much hoopla behind it. It was basically like, all right, well, they're separated, and
yeah,
everybody
it wasn't a big. It
lives
wasn't
in
a big
different
turn,
house now.
But
Yes, it wasn't. Yeah.
but you still have, and I would say that these are the 2 most acclaimed or decorated WCW tag teams of all time, is the Steiners and Harlem Heat.
Yes, I'll agree with you completely.
When it comes to WCW, like the brand itself, WCW, not what was before it, but
Well,
of course.
What did they end up having? If I think the Harlem Heat held the belts like 8 times,
yeah.
and the Steiners were probably in the same neighborhood of having it, just as many times. So
Yeah.
okay,
So that's a good way to get all of those people. Again, we're including a lot of the people that were left off the original card for whatever fucking reason.
yeah, that's not
all right,
terrible either.
So match number 6. This is going to be a number 1 contender for the United States Championship. The winner will get their title shot the next night on Nitro.
You're staying with number 1 contender vibes. Okay, all right, got it.
Number 1 contender, Chris Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero.
That makes sense.
Can't get any better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Benoit is going to win this match, and he's going to go on to face whoever is the United States champion the next night on Monday Night Nitro.
Okay, all right.
Quick and easy. getting two guys that should have been on that fucking card on that card.
Yeah.
And they'll have a fucking barn burner.
And right, exactly. You're going to have two guys that have worked a million times together, but here's a high stakes, high profile situation you're putting them into.
The next match, I just did this for the love of the game.
Okay.
This is a special attraction match.
Okay.
WCW also love to promote it, stuff like that on on their pay-per-views. Bam Bam Bigelow versus Scott Norton.
Bam Bam was there?
Yeah.
Wow.
He just joined the company at the end of October of 1998.
And weren't they teamed in Japan?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And they could throw hands at each other.
So it's just two meaty men slapping meat.
Yeah.
just a fucking all. You want to talk about the opposite of Chris Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero? It's Bam Bam Bigelow versus Scott Norton.
This is how ugly teams, or I should say, ugly opponents, just mash into each other, and a couple of press slams on one side, couple press slams on the other one. I like it.
It's just
Bammer,
Bam over.
Bammer gets his pay-per-view debut, I guess. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it would be his pay-per-view debut.
Yeah.
And he gets the win and sets him up for his WCW run, hopefully, to go better than it actually did in reality. He was supposed to come in and fight Goldberg. Oh, yeah. All right. So, next, this would be match number 8, I believe. Mm-hmm. This is going to be the tag team title match.
Okay.
We are still going to get the Battle of the Outsiders. However, they will be on opposing tag teams. It's going to be Scott Hall and the Giant, who are actually the tag team champions going into the show.
Yeah.
Taking on Kevin Nash and Lex Luger.
Okay.
NWO Black and White versus NWO Wolfpack.
Mm-hmm. Boy, Scott Hall's got to do a lot of heavy lifting in this match. I hate to say it. Although, maybe you get a top rope drop kick from the Giant.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't he also smoking cigarettes at this point?
He actually, I forgot to mention that in my recap of the original pay-per-view, he came out smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
In his entrance
so this is
Scott Steiner.
So this is hear me out on this one. Cigarette Giant. Don't give a fuck.
Giant.
I'm gone in February, Giant. And
Whiskey on the rocks.
last call, Scott Hall.
Versus Kevin Nash and Lex Luger, who have each got a steroid needle in their ass.
I was going to say, let's ignore the pills that those two are on, but okay.
So, I'm putting Scott and Giant over. I think I'm going to have Kevin Nash turn on Luger and go back and join the Black and White.
Ooh.
I feel like the NWO Wolfpack was a completely failed experiment, and I think we just need to nip that shit in the butt
and just cut it out of its.
Well, at that point he's the leader of the Wolfpack, right? So if he
de facto,
because it's him, it's Luger, it's Sting,
Conan. And Macho Man was there.
No, Macho Man.
But Macho Man left.
Yeah.
Yeah, or got injured or something. And
he flipped. He was flipping, too. He was flipping back and forth.
Maybe he did. And then he was like, fuck off
He's
all the NWO.
He's still on the roster. He's still on the roster, but it's just... But, yeah, I never loved the separate NWOs. Mm-hmm. And I think that at this point, the NWO had almost jumped the shark.
Almost. They split into two. And fucking Stevie Ray was in one. Horace Hogan.
So we're gonna put the Wolfpack.
Put the Wolfpack to bed. All right, that makes sense. Yeah.
All right, and now we get into our triple main event.
Okay, triple main event.
The first leg of your triple main event is for the United States Heavyweight Championship. Your champion, Bret Hart, will be taking on the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Okay. For
And now this is just pure nostalgia. This is
Saskatoon.
Saskatoon.
It's
Bret Hart beat Ric Flair for the world title
Saskatoon revenge match.
6 years earlier.
Uh-huh.
And it's also, I don't understand why Ric Flair wasn't on Halloween Havoc 1998 to begin with. But I think that this is going to...
Injuries.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
probably. That must have been it.
But
this
when we
is gonna
rebook,
give-
we have a magic wand that we just
Yep.
everybody-
Everyone's healthy.
everyone's healthy.
This is gonna give Bret Hart a chance to have a great match.
Yep.
And also a credible win where we don't have all the fuckery that went down in the Sting match.
Yeah. I see
He
where
beat-
this recourse of action makes a lot of sense.
He beats Ric Flair, who is obviously a notable WCW player.
Mm-hmm.
Flair never had an issue doing a job to anybody.
Yeah.
So we have Bret go over, and I kind of don't even want him to be part of the NWO. I just want this to be like a one-on-one. No,
Yeah, of course.
just like a one-on-one wrestling match.
Yeah. It doesn't have it. It can live in its own space away from NWO stuff. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Match number 10.
10.
Tag team grudge match.
Okay.
We have to fix Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior.
Yes.
They can't wrestle one-on-one. But who could these men turn to in order
I know where you're going with this.
the reunion of the Mega Powers
Yes.
take on the reunion of Sting and the Ultimate Warrior?
Blade Runners.
Blade Runners versus
Mega Powers. Yeah.
NWO versus Sting and the Ultimate Warrior.
All right.
And in this rebooking, it's to get to Hogan and Warrior at Starrcade.
We still have to do that, huh? I guess.
I mean, if you're gonna pay Ultimate Jim all that money, you better fucking get your money's worth.
I second that completely.
But yeah, so I mean, this is nostalgia 101.
So this I like better
You
than
have
the one.
two guys.
Yeah.
You have two guys that can work on. You have a guy on each team that can work,
Mhm.
and then you tease the Hogan and Warrior.
Right.
And not only that, but you have Sting, who a year prior was chasing Hogan for the world title,
Mhm.
and you have the nostalgia of Warrior and Savage, who had their untimely feud going into WrestleMania 7.
Yep.
There's everybody is tied together in this match.
Mhm.
It all makes sense. There's so much history with all four guys.
Definitely, yeah.
Warrior and Hogan each turned to a guy that they thought was their enemy, but it's the only person they can count on.
My longtime friend has to be the person that has my back. Yes, not Brutus Beef. They would definitely make it Brutus Beefcake and not Savage. You know that it would be Brutus Beefcake and Hogan against Sting, and because I think they did on Nitro. They did they did a Sting and Warrior reunion, but it was versus Hogan and Brett. Leading up to, I think it was like the Nitro or before this or coming out of this. Yeah, either way, Sting and Warrior teaming against Savage and Hogan. That's marquee. You want to call
pay-per-views.
something your almost your WrestleMania. That's a pretty good, top tier match. Okay.
And just because it's for the World Heavyweight title,
Mhm.
got to go on last.
Yeah.
Goldberg versus DDP, the other match from the original card that I'm keeping.
The one that was actually good.
The only good match on that show.
Okay.
But we're giving Dumb and Dallas Page the World Heavyweight title.
He's going to be the one that beats the Streak?
There is nobody better than DDP to beat the Streak. DDP was, going into this match, was as hot as Goldberg.
I mean...
And the way that they paid off beating Goldberg with Kevin Nash and the taser.
Yeah.
There's no... Kevin Nash was an established star. Former world champion.
Right.
Who else on this roster, aside from DDP, would get more over from ending the streak?
I guess.
Huh. This elevates DDP to another stratosphere.
He was pretty over before then.
He's over.
Yeah.
But if he's the one that ends the streak, this gets him to a whole nother level. And it also gives
Bischoff's buddy
for a rematch.
Yeah.
Which also gives reason for Goldberg to come out of the awful let's just beat people in 5 minutes shell.
Mm-hmm. Right.
If you can continually work Dallas, maybe that can elevate.
Or you do an Iron Man match, or you do say like, all right, well,
I don't know if I could see an hour of Goldberg.
Well, but like put a stipulation there that tests how long it can go.
Yeah.
Right. If it's a good match, if it ends up being a good match, and again,
2 out of 3 falls, something like that.
Yeah, I do remember it being a pretty good match. But like, if you're going to rematch it at Starrcade to potentially get a Goldberg over bigger, then you say, all right, we'll tag this with some sort of stipulation.
It's also you have DDP win.
Yeah.
So then you want to make this, if you truly want to make Halloween Havoc your WrestleMania, that's maybe that would have been the biggest moment of the year for WCW. Having a huge title change that no one saw coming on this show. And then you have him put Goldberg back over at Starrcade, and it makes Goldberg even bigger.
True. That's true. Yeah. Biggest.
Once the streak ended, that was kind of it. And then he didn't challenge for the title.
It took him a while to get reassessed.
Year after.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they killed him in that bad way.
If you have him lose, this is how I pictured the match ending. He hits a spear.
Yep.
He picks up Dallas for a jackhammer. Dallas counters it into a
slip out the back diamond cutter. Okay.
Match over. So then it's like it's not like a definitive like he kicked his ass. It's
he sneakied.
He's sneakied, but he did it clean, and the streak's over. But he's entitled to his rematch. Mm-hmm. Or he goes into the next month at World War III, wins the 60-man Battle Royal.
Oh,
and earns his title shot.
We're only October.
At Starrcade.
They do have World War III. Now you're thinking. That's...
Either way.
That I like. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good sound logic.
I feel like I took forever doing that, but...
It's okay. You were very thorough, and plus you had to go over a terrible card in detail. So we had a context of what we should know. My portion of this is the Halloween Havoc 1994. I'm just going to run through the matches from the original card real fast. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I don't care that this, this wasn't terribly booked or an absolute clusterfuck like the Halloween Havoc 98 seemed to be. But the matches here on the pre-show, which was WCW main event, you had Booker T over in a singles match, still part of Harlem Heat, singles match over Brian Armstrong, a.k.a. the future Road Dogg.
Okay.
And the regular show started off with a WCW television title match. Johnny B. Bad, the champion, taking on the Honky Tonk Man. Ended in a time limit draw, because the WCW world title had the world television title had a 10-minute time limit. So it was a 10-minute time limit draw. That had kind of been established on television by WCW in the Crockett days too.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it wasn't 20. It was
No, 10 minute. 10 minute on TV. Anyway, so that's a time limit draw on that. Pretty Wonderful, who were Paul Orndorff and Paul Roma, took on Stars and Stripes for the WCW Tag Team Championships, held by Stars and Stripes. That's the Patriot and Marcus Bagwell. Pretty Wonderful go over Orndorff and Roma. They win the WCW Tag Team Championships. The Battle of the Brothers, Kevin Sullivan versus his goofy-ass brother David Sullivan. Evad Sullivan, right? In a singles match. Dave Sullivan won by countout. I'm sure that was spectacular. Dustin Rhodes taking on AA Arn Anderson, who at this point was in the stud stable, managed by Colonel Robert Parker, and in his corner was also Meng. So Dustin Rhodes took the...
Wait, what is the stud stable?
The stud stable was Colonel Robert Parker's stable. So it was... this is great. This is maybe one of the... how is this not the biggest thing in all of WCW at the time situation? So Robert Parker, Robert Fuller is your manager. Arn Anderson, Meng, Steve fucking Austin, and Terry Funk.
Whoa.
And then you add in Buckhouse Buck to this as well. That's your stud stable. And then they brought in Dick Slater when Terry Funk...
Dirty Dick Slater?
Had anytime you need to fill in for Terry Funk, Dick Slater's... I do the same moves.
Just put another guy in overalls.
So, that was Dustin Rhodes going over Arn Anderson in that singles match.
Okay.
The next singles match for the United States Championship, the champion is Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He defeated Steve Austin by disqualification. That's the Steve Austin that we all know. Who was not long for this place after Halloween Havoc, I will say. Jim Duggan retains by disqualification. Big Van Vader with his manager, Handsome Harley Race, taking on the Guardian Angel, your favorite wrestler of all time, the former Big Boss Man.
My man.
Your man, the Big Boss Man. Well, your man was counting lights in this one as he took the L versus Van Vader, and Van Vader goes over. Your semifinal is the Nasty Boys, Knobs and Sags, defeating Terry Funk and Buckhouse Buck from the aforementioned stud stable. Nothing on the line here. Just probably a lot of, fists errantly being thrown and eyes being poked in this one. Very punch heavy. And then your main event for the World Heavyweight title versus Career inside of a steel cage. Career versus Career match for the title with Mr. T as your special guest referee. Ric Flair challenging Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan heavyweight champion with Jim Hart in his corner. Sherry Martel was in the corner of Ric Flair. Ric Flair loses and had to quote unquote retire from pro wrestling, which he did for probably approximately 2 months and was back in action because they were back
at Starrcade.
I think it was shortly after Starrcade. They were like, you know what? We're not really going to run too long with Hogan versus Beefcake. as our top shit. That was a main event of Starrcade, by the way, one year. So
Yep. That year, I believe.
Right? Yeah, that particular year. Now, trusty notebook. Here's my revamped WCW Halloween Havoc 1994. Two names that you didn't hear on that card at all, who were definitely big-time players in WCW. They're going to kick it off. It's a number one contenders match for the television title. Alex Wright, Das Wunderkind, Alex Wright. Now, this is not Berlin Alex Wright, as you were trying to book. This is dancing. This is dancing handsome stud Alex Wright. He's taking on his lordship, Lord Steven Regal.
Like that.
And I'm going to have Lord Steven Regal beat him and become the number one contender for the television championship.
Yeah.
Makes sense, because Regal was always hovering around that TV title pretty much for his whole run there.
Yeah.
So that's a nice, and that'll get you, it's under the same rules. It's, television title, 10-minute time limit, and Regal beats him by submission before the 10 minutes is up. I am keeping the U.S. title match on this card with the defending champion, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, versus Steve Austin. And I'm righting the wrong of the Clash of Champions before this. And Steve Austin will regain his United States heavyweight title in spectacular fashion, beating Jim Duggan handily and without outside interference from Colonel Robert Parker. I know that Austin ended up getting hurt shortly after this, but there's still matches to be had with Austin, and it was a shame that they kowtowed to Hogan's buddies and let Jim Duggan come in and be a United States champion.
100%.
So yeah, I'm gonna have that. The third match on my card, keeping with our Halloween theme, we're gonna have a bunkhouse brawl. The month before, they had done War Games, and the Nasty Boys were in the War Games against members of the Stud Stable. So we're going to have the Nasty Boys in this one taking on Bunkhouse Buck, and jumping the gun, Dick Slater is going to be his partner. So they're going to be in a bunkhouse brawl. Plunder, branding iron, stairs, bull ropes.
Everything you want.
Everything that's not nailed down, it's going to get thrown around I believe this was, I think this was in Philadelphia. Let me fact check that. Bear with me. Nope, this was in the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan. Still a tough city.
Yes.
That likes
Detroit's street fight.
Ironically enough, if fans of the Dropkick Basement will remember, that is where my promotion held their first show from.
There we go.
Exclusively on YouTube, the Joe Louis Arena. So I'm treating the people of Detroit to more of my booking ideas.
There we go.
And you've got, so in this one, the Nasty Boys go over, because they're on their way to probably a title program in the near future. Speaking of that title, the tag team championships are on the line. The defending champions coming into this are Marcus Bagwell and the Patriot, the team known as Stars and Stripes. They will be taking on not Pretty Wonderful, but Harlem Heat. Why have Booker T as a singles match in the beginning when you could have Harlem Heat on your main show? So you're going to have Harlem Heat winning the tag team belts. Maybe this might have been for the first time, because I think they were pretty undercard, or they might have held it once before then, but we're giving them their chance to really shine up here.
First one.
Could have been, but they deserve it. They're a better team than Bagwell and Patriot, and Harlem Heat will get the Duke on this one. Okay, halfway through the show, match number 5. We're going to keep this from the original show, but we're going to spice it up. So you've got Dustin Rhodes taking on Arn Anderson, and it is going to be a bull rope match. I was going to say a Texas bull rope match, but we're going to have a bull rope match, the old Dusty Rhodes special. And you're definitely going to have Dustin go over on this one and have a good, probably 10-minute brawl, bull rope You could have Dusty, at commentary, trying to support his son and cheering for him, and Bobby Heenan trying to shut him down, and all that other stuff. And Bobby Heenan basically saying, like, hey, I know Robert Parker's his manager now, but I used to manage Arn Anderson, and he knows a few of the tricks from the Bobby Heenan playbook, blah, blah, blah. So so you've got that going on. As I said, Dustin goes over in the bull rope match. The third match that I'm keeping from... this is the third match I'm keeping from the original show. Is that television title match. Johnny B. Bad versus the Honky Tonk Man. Because I love me some Honky Tonk Man. But we're not going to a dumbass time limit draw.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming.
Well, Honky Tonk Man would I think he quit the company right after this too. He was like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
If I didn't win that television title, I'm not wrestling some Little Richard impersonator. But Honky does the honors on the way out, and Johnny B. Bad gets the win, keeps his television title. You got Regal out, probably on commentary for this because he's the new number one contender. And you get a bit of a stare down between Regal and John B. Bad, which they did have good matches, and this is a nice kickoff to the next level of their feud. The next match, you could call it a cool down match, but I don't think I've ever... These guys shared locker rooms 2 or 3 different times, and I don't think they ever touched. Brian Pillman was in WCW at this time as an undercard babyface.
Okay.
And Brian Pillman is going to take on Terry Funk.
Woo!
Because I booked for the Sickos, just like Tony Khan would. And
that's crazy.
Flying Brian versus Terry Funk. Imagine, and this was... Brian was still kind of a high fly. He had come out of the Hollywood Blondes with Austin the year before. They had their feud. That got blown off. They got split into different directions. Brian was sort of like a man without a country, so to speak. Still,
Yeah, he was kind of just floating around.
Got himself babyface. This was a year before he joined the Horsemen and started that. But this would be a good, you're utilizing guys that are in your locker room that are going to be able to work hard against each other for sure. So I would put Brian over Terry Funk, and this is the end of Terry Funk in WCW. By the way, went back to ECW a month later.
Very shortly after this, yeah.
So so my semi-main event, you're gonna love this one. This is a Tom Schultz special, tag team action. The Guardian Angel, a.k.a. Big Bubba Rogers, a.k.a. the Big Boss Man, teaming up with the man called Sting to take on Big Van Vader and the man called Ming.
Ooh.
Right?
This is a spicy.
That's
a spicy meatball.
This is a lot of... Somebody might lose an eye in this one, or an ear.
Can we please not have him be the Guardian Angel? I hated that fucking gimmick.
Listen,
can he be
lawsuits aplenty.
Can he? What did he become? Just Big Bubba? Can he just be
Big Bubba Rogers? All right, yeah, put him in the Big Bubba outfit again. Anyway,
Guardian Angel was the worst.
Guardian Angel was terrible. But before this, he was the boss.
Yeah,
they couldn't call him the boss man, and they just kept tiptoeing around those WWF would be like, hey, get your lawyer shined up. You change that name, and they were like, Guardian Angel. If he can't be a prison guard, he could be a Guardian Angel, right?
Yeah, he's just he's a vigilante.
Yeah. Well, him with the future vigilante Sting to take on the men who have dislodged ears. Ears are us. One accidentally, and by means of somebody's head getting caught in ropes, and the other one by biting it off. Oh no, Meng bit a guy's nose off.
Yeah,
it was the nose. So I'm telling him ear, nose, and throat. Team ear, nose, and throat versus Sting and the Boss Man, and Sting and the Boss Man get to win at Starrcade.
Who's taking the fall in that one?
Meng. He's a bodyguard at this point. You know, he's not a trained wrestler. He's just tongue and death grip. That's basically it. Main event time. You're gonna hate this main event, but I had to do it because I think they eventually did this in some way, shape, or form. Now, Macho Man's not here yet.
No, he is not.
So I think they did this at like a Clash of Champions. But our main event, it's a Three Faces of Fear match.
What the fuck does that mean?
The Three Faces of Fear. Do you remember who the Three Faces of Fear were? Eventually, the Faces of Fear became a totally different thing.
The Faces of Fear was the Meng and the Barbarian.
Right. But before that, there were Three Faces of Fear that Hogan had to deal with. It was
Kevin Sullivan, right?
Naturally. Stupid shit always tied to Kevin Sullivan.
That fucking that crusty guy.
Oh, the Wizard, Curtis Ikea. Well, yeah, I mean, he ran the Dungeon of Doom as a shadow government. But no,
no, I don't. I honestly, I can't.
So the three Faces of Fear were Kevin Sullivan, the Butcher, aka Beefcake, and the Avalanche, who was John Tenta, Earthquake, when he first came in.
You're right. I am going to hate this.
Yeah, you're going to hate that. It's the three of them versus Hulk Hogan in a 1-on-3 handicap match
for the world title.
I'm not putting the world title into this one. This is more like we're challenging Hogan.
Oh man, I really wanted to see the Butcher as the world champion.
More than the Avalanche or Kev?
Yeah. Beefcake never got his due.
So here's my logic behind this. If you want to have a career versus a career match with Flair, do it at fucking Starrcade.
Yeah.
I know they had the two matches earlier on, the one in Bash at the Beach, the other one that was on a Clash of Champions. Let Flair rest.
But this goes back to what I said leading into my episode. Mm-hmm. That he thought that Halloween Havoc was.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
But it doesn't make any sense because the biggest show that they ever had was Starrcade '97,
mm-hmm. Right?
Which was the payoff to a 1.5-year build.
Yes.
So how that's just so contradictory.
Yeah. Well, that's Eric for you. But I would have Hogan go over.
Obviously.
And
these jamokes.
So that's the thing. Is like this is a short feud with Kevin Sullivan and his random band of ding-dongs. Eventually,
it was
a year later, he would go back to the facing the Dungeon of Doom. But
yeah.
Unfortunately, like at this time, like they had done the angle where Beefcake hit Hogan in the shin with the fucking pipe, and he turned on him. But it didn't get paid off until Starrcade. Pay it off here. Get these fucking dingbats out of here. Let them storm around in the undercard, beating up nobodies, and free up Hogan to have that career versus career with Flair and make it mean something at Starrcade.
Yeah.
So that even if Hogan's going over, at least Flair lost on the biggest stage possible. Fuck whatever Bischoff says.
Correct.
The biggest stage possible when the stakes couldn't be higher and when it means a lot more to the stability of your company leading into 95, which would be a very successful year for them.
That was the year they turned everything around.
Right. So that's the end of my card.
I will say you did a very good job rebooking that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
As bad as the show that I had to deal with was, I think that the talent and the roster that you had to deal with in rebooking your card was far worse. I had so much. I had so much more.
Oh, you had variety out the yin yang
to work with.
Yeah,
it was just I was dealt. I watched 3.5 hours of awfulness.
See, I didn't. I played it smart, and I was like, all right, let me read.
You
what
didn't. You didn't watch that whole show.
Let me read what this card is, and let me kind of like let me get in the mind, and let me look at the first thing I did was I looked at the roster, and I'm like, all right, yes, Sting wasn't on that original card.
That's crazy.
Pillman wasn't on there, and again, you have to take into consideration injuries.
Who knows
and,
what was going on?
Guys probably coming in and out and whatever. But like, just the whole point of like, all right, well, you have Harlem Heat under contract. Why aren't they in the fucking title scene? It just looked like this was mid card Mania, and then they wanted to have the Hogan Flair blow off, and it's like, all right, well, that's cool enough. But
yeah,
in all honesty, like, save that for fucking Starrcade and do it the right way. So, listen, that Terry Funk Brian Pillman match, which never happened to my recollection.
Not that I know of.
That's a pretty impressive, kind of low on the card. Probably a sleeper ass match if you ask me, if it actually happened. So, unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a dream match for sure.
Yeah. Very good. All right. Well, Halloween is this month, so I hope everybody dresses up as their favorite WCW wrestler. I know. I'll be the Zodiac. Zodiac. I was thinking of getting a big costume and dressing as the WCW mascot. I don't know if you remember him, Wildcat Willie. Wildcat Willie.
Yeah, let's go. Wildcat
Either
Willie.
that or my favorite WCW wrestler of all time, the Honky Tonk Man. No, I'm kidding. He's not even close. It's NWO Sting is my favorite of all time.
I mean, it's got to be. How about we go
the fake
as a
Sting.
tag team, High Voltage?
Oh no, I thought you were going to be Let's go as a tag team, the American Males.
American Males.
Yeah.
American Males.
This should be just a WCW let's just rebook all of WCW from 1989.
Year to year, yes.
I would love that. Oh, boy. New era here at Dropkick Basement. Poor Matt wasn't on the show with us the last 2 episodes. He was doing other things, but holy shit. Like,
once he gets back into the thick of things, he's gonna come into a sad reality.
It's gonna be like
wrestling he's never seen before.
Dropkick Basement. The year is 1989. It's WCW. Like, what?
Rebook the Great American Bash from 1991.
It's a daunting task, but we have fun. Halloween. Hope everybody has a safe Halloween. Create your own havoc on your own time with it, and
make sure that if you go trick or treating at anyone's house, it's not Tony Schiavone's.
Yeah, he's a spooky man when it comes to standing at your door. Those kids were dressed up as like Sting and did one have a Luger costume or something? With that being said, we hope you guys have a great night, and we will see you at the matches.
'Cause my bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I'm a real live wire. Psycho killer.